said, your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny. And I got this quote off of Goodreads.com. Before I begin, I'd like to list my sources that help me gather information to write my speech. Goodreads.com, an interview with my mother, Robin Stone, BrainyQuote.com, Bible Gateway, and Crosswalk.com, Mary Sutherland's sermon. Hi, my name is Alyssa Stone, and I'm going to talk to you about the 3 beliefs and values that have made me who I am today. The first one is treat others with respect. The second is nothing in this life is worth having if not earned. And the third is having faith and hope in God and believing He'll get me to where I'm supposed to be. Romans 12:10 says, be devoted to one another in brotherly love, honor one another above yourselves. Which leads me into my first belief, treat others with respect. Growing up in a large family, I learned the importance of getting along with others early on in life. My parents would always remind me and my siblings the proper way to talk to one another and to adults. I can recall as a child acting shy when an adult was trying to talk to me and later being reprimanded by my parents for my actions. My dad would always say to keep eye contact during the conversation and to speak clearly because it shows that you're interested in the conversation, and it's also a sign of respect. I also was taught to be always careful about what you said to others, and also to have good manners no matter where I went. And now that I've grown up, I've learned that respect is a very honorable value, not only in my religion, but in many other religions, including Buddhism, Hinduism, Judaism, and many others. And I'm a Christian, and the first commandment of the Bible says, honor your father and mother. And I know that it's my purpose to follow God's command and show both my parents respect. And my mother would always use an analogy, and she said that your words are like toothpaste out of its tube. Once they're spoken, there's no getting it back in. For example, I have extended family members, a lot of them, that live near me, and oftentimes they become judgmental and quick to throw accusations. And rather than doing the same to them, I try to solve the situation, and that way I'm showing them respect because it's the way I was raised, and I want them to show me that respect one day. Okay. Theodore Roosevelt said, nothing in this world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, difficulty. I have never in my life envied a human being who led an easy life. I've envied a great many people who led difficult lives and led them well. And I got this quote off of BrainyQuote.com. And oftentimes I think that a lot of people today want things just handed to them rather than working for, and that's just not something I believe in. Growing up in my hometown, I was constantly surrounded by kids that were my age that were enjoying expensive luxuries and being handed money by their parents whenever they asked for it. And at the time, all I could see was that they were getting more than I was. But I am grateful for what I had and what I have today. My parents always believed in working hard for what you had. And so if I wanted money growing up, there was always a chore or a job around the house that I would need to do in order to get it. Learning this concept early on, I was prepared to work hard in high school to get to my dream college after. And in the interview with my mother, she told me that starting my freshman year of high school, I had the determination to apply and get accepted to a major university such as Texas A&M. And she also said that when I first started my early years, I played tennis after school, And then later on, I worked at a job after school, and I wouldn't get home till very late sometimes and wouldn't be able to start my homework until then. But I would always stay up late and work hard at it until it was all done in order to keep my grades in high standing. And that determination has got me to all of my achievements today. And I've earned scholarships that most people wouldn't have even thought to apply for. And towards the end of my senior year, it came time to apply for a bunch of local scholarships. And I can remember working with my college facilitator, and she gave me a big stack to fill out, and I became so frustrated because everyone required a paper to write. And I came to a point to where I just wanted to give up, and my mom just reminded me that it's a good thing that I'm doing, and to just think about the outcome, that if I actually do win, the money that I'll get and how worth it will be. So I kept writing, and when it was all said and done, I'd applied for over 10 scholarships, and a couple weeks later I found out that I'd won 3 of them, which is pretty rare for that to happen, and I had done it. So it just shows that hard work pays off. And on this slide I put a quote from my favorite movie, The Princess and the Frog. And it's from Princess Tiana, and she says, "If you do your best each and every day, good things are sure to come your way," which I really like. Okay. This leads me into my next point. You were born in response to the determined plan of God, not as an afterthought. Before you took even one breath, every day, every step, and every circumstance in your plan was recorded. God's plan uses your strengths as well as your weaknesses. And I got this off crosswalk.com from Mary Sutherland's sermon. Okay, so my next point is God will get me to where I'm supposed to be. My favorite Bible verse is Isaiah 40:31, which says, "But for those who hope in the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall soar on wings like eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not faint." And I really like this verse because it assures me that God will always give me the strength to get through any challenge in life. I've faced many challenges in my life, some of which most people would not face until they're much older, but I already have. And at times my faith has been tested, and I felt like my world was crashing down on me. But my parents never taught me to give up when life knocks me down. They always said to be a problem solver and to learn from life's experiences. And the most important thing they taught me was to be a believer in God by taking me to church every Sunday and showing me that good things happen to those who have faith. And all these things helped me prepare for one of the most traumatic experiences of my life. Leading up to my senior year, my dad had a heart attack and passed away. And I was devastated, and I can just remember the only thing that I could take comfort in was having faith that I'll see him again one day. And I would pray and read scriptures that would comfort me. And I know, and from my experience, I have learned that God tests our strengths and weaknesses all in preparation for the afterlife. I know that he has a plan for me and that I must follow it, even if I don't understand it sometimes. And even though I would give anything to have my dad back, I've learned that I've kind of become a better person from it. I care more for others, I hold grudges less, and I live each day like, it's a true blessing, because we forget that often. And I don't take pity on myself or take others' pity. I take it as an experience to learn from. And I know that there are other people in this world that have gone through much worse things that I can't even begin to imagine. So I just have to learn from my experience, be a better person from it, and trust that God will renew my strength and get me to where I'm supposed to be in life. And this is a picture of me and my dad. Okay, and I will continue to face hardships in my life, but I know it is all part of God's plan that I must follow. So, in conclusion, my 3 beliefs are: treat others with respect, nothing in this world is worth having if not earned, and having faith and hope in God and believing that He will get me to where I'm supposed to be. Okay, and I'd like to finish with this quote by Walt Disney: "All the adversity I've had in my life, all my troubles and obstacles have strengthened me. You may not realize it when it happens, but a kick in the teeth may be the best thing in the world for you." And I got this from brainyquote.com. And that's the end of my speech. Thank you.